This video is sponsored by Insta360. It's hard to believe that it's been 2 years since the release of the original Insta360 One R, an action camera that I grew to love. And here we are in 2022 with the One RS. Now, at its core, it's still a modular camera that does 360 and does regular GoPro action stuff, but there are a number of notable improvements with this version that I will be reviewing in today's video. So let's jump into it. Let's go. The One RS comes in a variety of configurations. Insta360 sent me this twin edition, which comes with the RS core, the 360 lens, the new 4K boost lens, the improved battery base, a mounting bracket, lens cap, charge cable, and a few other accessories such as manuals, warranty card, and cleaning cloth. Putting this action camera together is simple Legos. You connect the core to a lens, clip in the battery, and you are on your way. And again, this is an interchangeable lens design. You are getting two cameras in one, so once you are done using the action camera lens, you can easily swap and get some amazing 360 video with the 360 lens. So let's walk through some of the improvements on this One RS. The first is the new One RS core, which features an upgraded processor and 3 high-quality mics that improve mic performance. That being said, this is still an action camera, so don't expect studio quality audio coming out of a tiny little GoPro-like device. The new RS core combines nicely with the greatly improved flow state stabilization, which is Insta360's name for digital stabilization. This has been a highlight of the Insta360 line of cameras and allows you to do crazy things and still record smooth, fluid video. Part of this upgrade is a faster Wi-Fi transfer of video to your phone, which is also a good thing. The One RS now has an in-camera stabilization algorithm, so you get gimbal-like footage straight out of the camera, unlike the original in which you had to apply stabilization in post and export. This makes using your camera clips much easier and your overall workflow much faster. The 360 lens module is a carryover from the original, but still an excellent performer. It offers a resolution of 5.7K, allows you to shoot first and point later, so you can easily reframe your shot in post. You can get shots that are impossible on a regular camera, and the amount of creativity that this opens up is tremendous. One of the best features of this camera is that with the Insta360 selfie stick, you can record video and the stick is automatically deleted from your file footage. It makes it possible for these crazy shots that look like a drone is following you around at a close distance. It's one of the best things about the 360 video coming out of this camera. Now, the 4K boost lens is all new for the One RS. It now features a 1/2-inch sensor, which is bigger than the sensor on the GoPro Hero 10 and therefore has better low light capabilities. The new lens module is a whopping 48 megapixels. Yes, you can shoot 48 megapixel photos on this lens. It has active HDR, and there is even a cinematic mode that records 6K in widescreen at 2.35:1 ratio. So if you've wanted to experiment with widescreen cinema camera work, you can do it on a tiny little action camera from Insta360. However, in this mode, there is no stabilization that is applied in the camera. For regular 4K, you can do 60 frames per second with flow state stabilization enabled and up to 200 frames per second for amazing slow motion at 1080p. In fact, there are 13 different modes available on the One RS that are all easily accessible through the touchscreen. The overall interface is similar to the One R, but it feels just a little bit snappier, more responsive, and more intuitive than the older interface. Another improvement is the battery, which is a little bigger and offers 21% longer performance, which is always a good thing. I mentioned this in my review of the One R, but this camera tends to get really hot, and I don't mean just while it's recording, just operating it, turning it on, and going through the menu system. This camera gets hot. The One RS seems to run a little bit cooler, and the new mounting bracket supports this as well, as it has a heat dissipating design. In addition to that, it has a new quick release that allows for easy removal of the camera and a built-in windproof mic cover. The last thing that I'll mention is the app, which includes AI functions to assist with editing on your phone, and it has Snap Wizard 360 editing, which makes editing your 360 video a piece of cake. The amount of cool shots and inspirational tutorials that are included in the app is awesome, and there's an entire community of creators within the app who are flexing their skills and motivating you. Oh, and did I mention that this camera is waterproof to 16 feet? That's just the camera without any cage necessary. So there are a ton of cool improvements with this little camera, and it's a lot of fun to use out in the wild. So here are some samples of what this thing is capable of. There are a lot of possibilities with this little 2-in-1 action camera. Now, it's not perfect. I think that the audio is always going to be a challenge with mini cameras such as this one. I do wish that the 360 mode came with a bump in resolution from 5.7K maybe to 8K or something like that. And the last thing I'll say is that the selfie stick, while the cropping is overall pretty good, it's not always perfect, so just look out for that. But overall, as a package, it's a little camera that is hard to beat, especially when you look at the price. If you just want an action camera, you can get the standalone kit for just $299. Although I would recommend paying $30 more for the Get Set kit that adds a mini SD card, selfie stick, and cage. When you compare that to the GoPro Hero 10, for example, at $500, the One RS is a bit of a bargain. If you want the full modular effect though, you have to spring for the 360 camera, which means the Twin Edition. That is $549, which when you think about it, for the price of a GoPro that is just an action camera, you're getting an action camera and a 360 camera in one. If you want to record 360 video with a GoPro, you have to buy the GoPro Max, which is an additional $500, bringing your total investment to a nice round $1,000, which is why I recommend this Insta360 for half the price. A lot of value right here. And the cool thing about all of this from Insta360 is that these new cameras are fully compatible with the old One R cameras. That means if you want to buy just this new 21% larger battery pack, you can, and you can use it with your old camera. Same thing applies to the new 4K boost lens. So you can buy this and use this on the original One R. You can obviously use the same 360 module. So you can upgrade and grow with this system and do it at your own pace. You don't have to just go out and sell your old camera and buy a new one. You can just buy bits and pieces and upgrade. That's why it's modular and that's why it's cool, I think. And that is going to be it for this video. Special thank you goes out to Insta360 for sending this little 2-in-1 camera out for review and for sponsoring this video. They've been a continued supporter of this channel, so thank you. And thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all of your comments, all of your likes, and your support. Let me know down in the comments, by the way, if you have an action camera, if you use one, what is your favorite, and are you planning on upgrading to something like the One RS? That is it for me. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.